What up, y'all? This is Fran Lover, and today we're gonna be talking about networking because a lot of you artists want to know how to network. How do I get to this person? How do I get to that person? Please listen to my demo. You know what I mean? Right here. Networking. This is something that you need to do to develop yourself as an artist. You have to get out there and talk to people. A lot of people, a lot of artists, just a lot of different people, no matter what it is, you have to get out there and talk to people. I know it's hard. You go to an event, somebody invites you out. Hey, this is my partner right here. And you just sitting there like crickets. You don't know what to say. First thing, tell the person what you do. Hey, my name is blah, blah, blah. I do this, or I like to do that. And that's how you start a conversation to say, then that person goes, oh, really? How do you do that? Or whatever. And it's really that simple, but a lot of people have a fear of networking. And you shouldn't have that fear because that's how you will be able to move further along in your career once you start networking, because you might meet somebody that does something that you need to get done. You need music, you need mastering, you need mixing, you need video editing, photographers, videographers, PR people, marketing people, promotions. You might need somebody to know how to fly a drone for your video. You just need to network with everybody that pertains to what you're doing in your craft. So one of the things you need to do in networking is definitely brand yourself. The way you brand yourself is by, let's say, the name of your company. You might be 1-2 Productions. You might walk into the network event, depending on what kind of network event it is, meaning you might have to be dressed up, you might not have to be dressed up, but have your own apparel. You might have a shirt that says 1-2 Productions, so people can come up to you and say, hey, what's 1-2 Productions? Then you go, oh, 1-2 Productions is this and that, whatever. So that's one way of branding yourself in networking. Talking to people, let them know who you are. Also, very important, which I don't know how important it is now, but it's still important to some people, to others maybe not, a business card. Because once you leave that networking event, if you made an impression on anybody, they can go in their pocket and go, let me call this dude Daryl. You know what I mean? He left a good impression. I'm gonna call him and see what he's talking about, because we had a good conversation at the networking event. But the reason I say it's important to some and not to others, because everybody's on social media. Everybody now has smartphones and they going, what's your Instagram? Are you on Twitter? Whatever. And everybody just exchanges information right then and there. So a lot of times a business card is not even needed to a certain degree because everybody's on social media. So it just depends on, how you want to do things. But if not, if you want to get business cards, you can always go to places like Vistaprint, where you can get, I want to say 100 or 300 business cards for like $10, which is very minimal, especially if you're on a budget. So you get you a couple of business cards and you say, hey, 1-2 Productions right here, blah, 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 and you send it out to everybody, you give it to everybody at the networking event, and you just network. But networking is very important. Another thing I want to touch on, the follow-up. The follow-up is so important because this is where we lose all the time. Where you talk a good one at the networking event, all right, you done schmooze with everybody, yeah, such and such, da-da-da, you don't follow up. What's the appropriate time that you should follow up with somebody? Unless that person tell you, call me this certain day, then it's a no-brainer. You call that person the day they tell you to call them, whether it be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever. But the follow-up, I don't think you should let more than a day go by, no more than 2, because people meet so many different people depending on who they are, who you are, how many people you meet in a day. They could be saying, oh, where did I meet this guy? At the park, at the whatever. Try to follow up right away and say, hey, this is such and such. I met you at such and such event, and I'm the guy that does this or the girl that does that, and I just want to follow up with you to see when we could touch base and get together. Networking is so important. You got to get it done. Put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. Get out there, start networking, do your research, get online, get on social media, find out what you need to find out, and open your mouth and get it going. This your boy Fran Lover. Follow me, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'm out.